Today, we've got something truly special to talk about, the Monstera Deliciosa. Now, you might think it's a common plant, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Let's dive right in. Fact 1. Monstera origins, discovered in 1693. The distinctive Monstera Deliciosa houseplant is native to the steamy jungles of Central America, but it was first documented scientifically all the way back in 1693. It was the prominent French botanist Charles Plumier who first came across this unusual large-leaved vine during his explorations of the tropical forests of Mexico and Panama in the 17th century. Recognizing it as a new species, he carefully described and illustrated the plant with its iconic perforated leaves in his botanical writings. Plumier named it Monstera, from the Latin word for monstrous, or abnormal, referring to its leaves with strange holes and fenestrations. So we have the intrepid French monk Plumier to thank for introducing this jungle curiosity to the world over 300 years ago. Fact 2. Monstera roots used for ropes and baskets in South America. The strong aerial roots of Monstera Deliciosa are a versatile material used by indigenous peoples in South America. In regions like the Amazon, the roots are harvested and processed to make sturdy ropes and baskets. The roots are first cleaned and dried, then split into long, thin strips to be twisted into rope. These natural plant fibers can be wound into cords of any length and thickness. For baskets, the fresh roots are soaked to become pliable, then woven into an array of shapes and sizes. The Monstera's interlaced root baskets are prized for their durability. Beyond household goods, the roots are also used to construct fishing nets, musical instruments, furniture, and traditional medicines. Fact 3. Monstera's many common names. Monstera frequently referred to as the Swiss cheese plant because its leaves resemble the holes in Swiss cheese. Other creative nicknames include the hurricane plant due to its wind-resistant leathery leaves and the Mexican breadfruit for its edible fruit. In Central America, it is sometimes called balazo, as locals believed bullets would pass through the leaves' holes without damaging them. The plant is also nicknamed the split-leaf philodendron, though Monstera and philodendron are different genera. No matter what you call it, Monstera is easily recognized by its signature holes. The varied common names speak to this plant's natural beauty. Fact 4. Monsteras grow larger leaves in low light. The striking perforations in Monstera Deliciosa leaves are not just for show, they serve an important biological function. In its native rainforest habitat, Monstera evolved these holes to maximize light exposure through the jungle canopy. Leaves born in shady spots develop much larger segments and holes compared to leaves in bright locations. This increases the leaf surface area, exposed to sparse sun rays filtering through the canopy above. The holes allow light to penetrate deep into the leaf for more efficient photosynthesis. So Monstera's fenestrations are actually an ingenious botanical adaptation. Next time you notice small V's, large-holed leaves on your Monstera, remember it is strategically adjusting its morphology to available light. Fact 5. Monstera can reach 20 meters tall. Given proper support and optimal growing conditions, Monstera Deliciosa is capable of staggering growth. This jungle vine can ascend up to 20 meters, or 65 feet, in its natural habitat until it reaches sufficient light exposure. That is almost as tall as a 6-story building. Even indoors, Monsteras can potentially grow over 9 meters if not trimmed back. To support its skyward climb, Monstera produces thick, green aerial roots that cling onto trees and surfaces. The leaves also grow massive, with records of individual leaves measuring over 90 centimeters long, wider than most people are tall. So next time you look at your household Monstera, imagine it as a towering jungle giant and provide a mossy pole for it to climb. Fact 6. Toxicity containsoxalates harmful if ingested. While an iconic houseplant, Monstera Deliciosa does contain toxic compounds that can irritate if eaten. The leaves and unripe fruit contain calcium, oxalate crystals called raphides. If consumed, these needle-like crystals can cause mouth irritation, swelling, vomiting, and difficulty swallowing. So keep your Monstera out of reach of pets and small children. And always wash your hands after handling, especially before eating. A little caution goes a long way in safely enjoying this botanical beauty. Fact 7. Easy to propagate by stem cuttings. Want more Monstera without paying for pricey plants? Propagating Monstera Deliciosa through stem cuttings is straightforward. Simply use a clean knife or shears to remove a stem with a few leaves and nodes. Place this cutting in a vase of water or into moist potting soil. Often within weeks, aerial roots and new growth will emerge as the cutting develops into a whole new plant. This cloning process allows you to multiply your Monstera collection with ease. Share cuttings with friends too. Fact 8. Effective indoor air purifier. In addition to jazzing up your home decor, Monstera offers health benefits as a natural air purifier. Those large perforated leaves happen to be very efficient at removing pollutants from indoor air. Monstera helps filter out volatile organic compounds like formaldehyde and benzene. These compounds can come from furniture, cleaning supplies, and even carpets. So let your Monstera help combat indoor air pollution through its lush foliage and photosynthesis. Fact 9. Edible fruit tastes like pineapple and banana. Monstera Deliciosa gets its species name Deliciosa from its edible fruit, which tastes like a tropical blend of pineapple and banana. The ripe fruit looks like an ear of green corn studded with hexagonal scales. Each fruit contains edible flesh and inedible seeds. In the wild, Monstera relies on animals like bats and monkeys to eat and disperse its fruit. But even indoor Monsteras can sometimes produce this pineapple-banana treat if conditions are right. Fact 10. Monstera Deliciosa, a rare find in the wild. The Monstera Deliciosa is actually quite a rare plant in its natural habitat, despite being a popular houseplant worldwide. The survival rate of Monstera in wild is low. When starting from seed, saplings grow painfully slow and often die if they don't find a tree for support within the first 20 centimeters of growth. Additionally, wild Monsteras don't propagate through cuttings. That technique is unique to human horticulture. It allowed the plant to proliferate rapidly under human care. But in the wild, factors like slow seedling establishment and lack of cloning result in very sparse populations. So next time you see this ubiquitous houseplant, appreciate that it is a rare treasure in its native Central American rainforests. The Monstera Deliciosa, a rare gem in the world of common plants. From its historical discovery to the versatility of its roots, there's so much more to this plant than meets the eye. Remember to care for your Monstera and watch it thrive.